Hello and good evening, everyone. So today is day one of Be Agile Scrum Track, and we are just starting it off. All right. So before we start it off, we have some rituals to do. So are you ready for this?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So what is this rituals? Ritual is nothing, but we have to open our palms together, all those palms, look at them separately and bring them forcefully together. It's just like a clap, and state along with me with this clap that I am a fast learner.
I'm a fast
I'm a
learner.
fast learner.
I am a
I,
fast learner.
I can learn anything out there,
I can learn anything out there.
Anything out there,
what others can learn, I too can learn.
what others can
Others
learn, I
can
can
learn.
learn.
I too can
can
learn.
learn.
Once again, clap and stating this that because I'm an awesome learner. Because
I am an awesome learner.
That's amazing. Did you sense some raised energy?
Yes.
Awesome. So we are good to get started. So yeah, let me share my screen. Today is day one. We have just now said, and let me open up the PPT. I think before we are getting started, you have gone through the intro videos, I believe so. Yeah.
Yes.
You are aware that what we are going to learn. The target it is to finish within week 6, but till now what we have experienced, it takes around 8 weeks of time to cover every single thing up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have also joined in past the demo session, intro session, and we have known about company overview, the Guru Schools overview. We have given our intro to you. You know about Prerna in last inner circle call. You know about Gaurav, I think in last inner circle call. But again, if you have any question, Prerna is coming from vast experience, around more than 13 years of experience. I have more than 16 years of experience. I have also vast experience starting from as an associate in QA till release manager. I am also mindset coach, Six Sigma SFC, from PMI, Scrum certified. I have also worked in a various domain like BFSI, traveled in more than 8 countries. Prerna, so she is working right now in PMO. So right, Prerna, you want to add something for yourself? I think last
No,
day.
we are good. I'm good. Not an issue.
Okay, cool. So 6 pillars you are aware. So what are all those 6 pillars, starting from certification and going till you get placed? So those are 6 pillars. You also know that we run different kind of trainings. So yeah, so the very 3, in fact I would say 3 core 3 core angles of a paradigm of agility are these 3 things: having a right mindset, having the right intent, and inculcating more and more soft skills. You are well prepared for getting into agile industry of IT. So remember this: mindset, intent, and soft skills that covers agility in well way, in right way. Okay, so also before we get started, it is now time that we will know that for any kind of learning, what code of honor we need to follow as a student or as a teacher. Okay, or a practitioner as well. So we will also see that in coming weeks what all area we are going to cover. So if you have not known it so far, so in week 1 we will just know about the intro. We will learn the agility and flexibility, what all these are, agile principles, framework, best practices, and manifesto in glance. What is agile manifesto and how agility is used in various projects. Week 2 will be dedicated towards values and principle. Also we will learn scrum, roles, scrum events, Scrum planning, and Scrum sprint. If you have already known these few of topics, you know that Scrum planning itself takes some bigger time to understand it in detail. We will also learn in the proceeding weeks about sprint backlog planning practices, continuity in Scrum, Scrum Master, who is Scrum Master, what is Scrum development, and daily Scrums. So till week 3, we will be having a sound knowledge about agility and agile and also Scrum. Then we will also get to learn in week 4 about sprint review with high quality DOD, which we also call at definition of done, or and also we will cover the topic definition of readiness. Product backlog management is a very vast thing that we are going to learn. But the good news is that, are you ready to know some good news?
Yes.
Okay, so good news is that nothing is so much vast, nothing is too much technical. The things is just to understand. So in this agility world, as I said, I show you the triangle. You need to just understand the mindset and then soft skill, and that's the reason you need to just understand the concept, and concept which creates the foundation. Because once you have the foundation, it is total in your own hand how you can create your own position as a agile practitioner. It could be as a BA business analyst, or product owner, or part of a Scrum team. So who all are there in the part of Scrum team, that also we will get to learn during our 4 weeks. We will also be having some amazing workshops, live workshop we do. Okay, it's more than 2-3 workshop we experience in as a very powerful business analyst, that how we are going to communicate. So those are really fun filled workshop. You are going to really love it. And also we will get to know about self-organizing and cross-functional team. This experience you will have inside live workshops as well. Okay, so that's how this is very, very important. And week 5 and week 6 will be totally dedicated towards business analysis program. In fact, week 5, week 6, 7, and 8. So we have, although not mentioned because that's our target, okay, to cover it up till week 6. Yeah. So that's all about it. And also let me tell you that today we will not be really stretching it up, or we will not be spending really a great time on speaking about agility and all, but it's always about to open up the subject, know about the subject, know about the reader, know about the teacher, and know about the candidate. But before we get into the deep dive of this, let me share this thing, what we call it as code of honor, because that's a very important thing and has to be important point to get started. Okay, so let me reshare the screen with you so that you will have the complete visibility of the screen. So what is code of honor? Code of honor is some ethics, some rules which not only protect your vision or your goal, but also our goal. So what is your goal? Your goal is to get placed, okay, in the right industry, on the right track, with the right position. And what is our goal? To help you to get placed at the right position in right company. Are you with us so far? Yes. And the very first important code of honor, we call it as showing up live. So this is our humble request to you, that in every single session, yeah, you have to show up live, even though you will get the opportunity to get the recording. So how it is important? The moment you show up live, you will get the opportunity to ask a lot of questions, what only you can ask when you are showing up live. What does it mean? It means you have to be on time, you have to be punctual, and you have to be highly committed. When I'm telling highly committed, that what we are expecting you to do all the assignments which are given to you. Okay, that's how you are showing the respect to what you commit to yourself. And why it is very important? Because one of mentor has taught me this, which I really apply in my life, that how you do anything is how you do everything. That's a very, very important. So the moment you show up the real commitment to yourself, you are committed to do this or contribute in the similar manner in the corporate life. If you can be serious with the corporate pre-assignment, consider as if we are now on a project. We are on what? Project. Okay. This training is just not mere training. This training is a complete project. So if you will not take this project seriously, how can we expect, or you expect yourself to be that serious in the life project? And that's the reason this is very, very important. And when we are discussing this code of honor, this is just not mere a discussion, but trying to drilling it down inside our body mind mechanism, that okay, we have to abide by this rule. And even though if you join some company talk about their values and principles, but in similar manner, when you align yourself with certain values and principles, that could be code of honor, you are there to protect yourself, to serve the company where you are going to join in. And that's the reason the second one is very, very important. What we call it as, you have to be a full stack student when you are here to learn. What does it mean? It means three simple things: do all assignment. And when we are doing some assignment, you need to learn how to do self-research. You will be learning some hacks over here, that how you can master some certain topic, how you can learn something in 3 days, and how you can master that in 7 days. There is certain hacks, and that can be earned by doing some self-research work. And how to do that, you will be learning with us. Okay. And also the third one is that repeat whatever you have learned. How to repeat that, we are going to tell you that as well. So please pay that focused attention. The third one is that take full responsibility. The moment you have a good test of some sweet item, you really get excited because you chose to test the sweet item from your plate. In the similar manner, you only decide to take some sour item or to take some bitter item from the similar plate, and you test it. So when you are testing from your own plate where it was served, you cannot complain about that item which was given in the same plate to you, that it was served to you with bad intention. Then in fact, that is the preparation for you to make your test but tougher. What does it mean? The moment you are on the journey towards the success is nothing but the repeated trial of multiple failures, which makes you robust to embrace that success. And that's the reason you need to take complete responsibility of your success as well as failure. Failure as in, if we have asked you to do some certain item, certain assignments, and you have not completed that, it means you are taking your responsibility by admitting, okay, fine, whatever could be the reason and what could be the result. So results backed by reason are the complete responsibility when I look at them as a whole. Okay, it's not only because what we did I'm getting success, it is also what I not did I'm not getting success, that is failure. Okay, when you are ready to take the full responsibility, this is what it is called as code of honor. So are you ready to take the complete responsibility of your success?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. The fourth one is having the mindset. What kind of mindset we are talking over here? So give me a second. Let me increase the readability. So yeah. So mindset, we are talking about four kind of a mindset. On this path, what may happen that you are learning without having a learning mindset. It will not get into help you to stick by code of honor number 3. But the moment you have a learning mindset, also positive mindset, and not only this, again, complaint free mindset, you are very much following code of honor number 3. But not only this much will suffice, but also we generally request you to have a gratitude mindset. Load yourself with the gratitude and unload yourself with all the complaints from your life. This is very easy to do. It's all about in what community you are every day, and every day in and out you're staying, you are talking, and you are playing. So it's all about how you are playing. So play with full energy, with the positive mindset and gratitude mindset and learning mindset, and with complaint free mindset. This is the moment you are embracing the code of honor number 4, you are already halfway through towards the success, towards getting place, because this is the nucleus which revolves around the entire result. And our result we are expecting is called as what? This is called as getting placed. The second last one is increase your receptivity. How you can increase your receptivity? Just by starting your day to listening to the audio which I shared with you already. This is the strangest secret which has been embedded and which has been re-uttered in my own voice. Why it has been re-uttered in my own voice? Because the older track which I had found, what tone, it was really bit not well audible, and that's the reason it has been set up in the my voice. And how you can leverage it by just putting that audio voice in 2x mode, and you are going to really enjoy the craziness and the wisdom which has been shared by the original audio creator named Earl Nightingale. And you will start seeing the positive result in your life, and it will be completely magnetic. And on that note, you have to also follow the 4 golden quadrant of learning, which is the moment you are starting any new learning through any way, you have to declare it. How we declare? So we started today's learning by giving ourselves a high five, a clap, stating that I can learn out anything. So Vaishali says that, can you please share that audio with me? Yeah, sure, Vaishali. I've
This is Deepthi. I'm sorry. That is
Okay.
Vishal's.
Okay, no worries, Dipti. So
I'm
yeah,
not able to change my name. I'm not
okay, no worries. So yeah, so what we see, that we get. So I got your name as Vishal.
sure. Yeah,
So,
thank you.
so that's okay, Dipti. Will do share that with you as well. So it is called as yeah, how we are starting our day with Earl Nightingale. Yeah, Earl Nightingale audio. Second, following the golden quadrant of learning, we have to start with the declaration. How we have just started, for that you have to show up on the time. So, and then start learning. The moment you are learning, then once you are done with your learning, it's your job to go ahead and draw every single item what you have learned. Okay, that's number 3, that you have to not refer what you have learned. The moment you are over with your learning, go back and pick your piece of paper and pen and then start drawing what you have learned. How you can draw that? You can draw that in pictorial form, or the kind of drawing you see over here, that will suffice. Okay, you can use the similar drawing, like you can use, this is called as mind map. You can also take the help of mind map to draw whatever you have learned in one single piece of paper. So that's the third one. And fourth one is very important. The moment you are done with drawing, now you are requested to summarize what you have drawn, and without referring to that drawing. For that, the wonderful thing what I generally recommend my students to do, that go ahead and summarize it to someone who can listen to you. Summarize in a way that even 5-year-old old can learn it, old can be curious to learn from you. And if you don't find any, just look at someone in the mirror and at least think that if I can summarize this person, I can summarize to anyone. So there you can just go ahead and in mirror you can summarize that. And if you are really feeling confident, I generally recommend nowadays that go ahead and shoot a video for a minute or two and then summarize over there and share back that summary with us, and we would love to know that how you are learning. Okay, so this is what I call it as a golden quadrant of learning. You won't find these all things anywhere. These are self-created with the intent to help the students who are at Guru schools. And sixth one is have a giver mindset. Be a giver, but on this path we request you, when you are learning, give away your ego first on this path. How it will help? It will help you to ask a lot of questions shamelessly. Why I call it as a shamelessly? Because the moment you develop this habit, you can utilize the similar habit when you are in front of customer, that you will have the understanding to ask the right question to them. And not only this, the moment with this you go ahead with this intent, you are requested to and you're not only requested, you will start feeling that you are spiritually grounded on the path of learning and growing. Okay, you will mostly go direction towards the growth, self-learning, self-development, and have the intent of charity. Not immediately you need to start, but at least can you think that moment I am getting placed, at least certain amount and certain percentage I am going to donate as a gift back to society, because you owe something to society every single day. Only that thing you don't realize, but when you will develop this intent, you will start realizing that how much society have done to you, and you can decide any percentage that I'm going to give back. It could be the monetary give back, it could be your presence give back. Presence is meant to, if you want to give someone time, it could be your customer, it could be your peer, it could be your colleague, anyone. But on this game, this is the path towards greatness. So on the path of greatness towards giving, we request not to be cheap. What does it mean? If you have the capability to give something great, go ahead with that. And great is just a small thing between good and God. That's what I believe, and that's why we are talking about this sixth code of honor. And on this path, I want you to inculcate this habit of appreciating the things. So every single day, appreciate what you have done yourself, what others are doing for you, and even what does not happen to you, even though you expect something to happen, because every single thing is preparing for you towards a bigger picture, towards your goal, because it is said that what you appreciate appreciates you. Did you learn something out there with code of honor? Yes. All right. So this is very vital and important things, and that's why we believe that repeating this, and every time you will find us talking about it. And yes, here we are in the agile intro. So understand how Agile has evolved. And yeah, so before I continue with this, Prerna ji, over to you. Could you please mention?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I just wanted to highlight that you must have seen we have given around half an hour to this code of conduct of code of honor, because these are some ground rules which are very essential for you to be in this momentum or this learning curve, which will help you that whatever we are teaching, whatever sessions we have, the topics, the knowledge, the discussion, if you have some sense of discipline, some commitment like this, it will really go a very long way. It should not be that we do some online courses and we forget about them. No, this is not that kind of course. First of all, we myself and Gaurav are here for with 100% dedication and commitment, and we expect at least that much from you, because our main and common goal is to get all of you placed. So that is the reason Gaurav has spent such a decent amount of time explaining you what is your, what is the basic or bare minimum expectation, wherein, and these are very simple things. And if you ask me, these are the very simple things which we must have implemented in our student life, like be on time, attend the lectures, be there, be attentive, be a part of discussions, and also listen to all Nightingale and all that. And the only thing, important thing I want to highlight again is, what happens when you are in the live sessions. The overall atmosphere is altogether different. There is brainstorming, there is question and answer, there can be some real life experience sharing. So when you actually be part of it, it's really very interesting and thrilling. You get
It
a
brings,
sense of
yeah,
understanding and achievement.
yeah, it
Hello?
brings more attention to.
Absolutely. It brings more attention, and even you register that in your memory well.
Mhm.
Because when you're listening to recording, it's a past event, and you're just as in your own. If you ask me, only your ears are involved when you listen to something, because and your mind wanders. It happens. Even if you when you try to listen to a song or any recording, your mind wanders here and there, and you just tend to lose focus. But when you attend a particular session, you are there at maximum time, even though you tend to have some distractions, your kids, your household work, some other calls. But then, because we are continuously communicating, we are sharing ideas, we are discussing, you tend to get back. Or at least if you're not, we will ask you, hey, are you guys, are you getting it, are you there, are we on track, how are the things going, what do you feel, have you understood? So that is one of the major and very important difference. Hence, I will definitely encourage all of you to attend the sessions regularly. We have started this new batch dedicatedly for all of you. And if you have any kind of doubts, any things in mind, the forum is open. That we are so open and so encouraging that we want you to ask questions, we want you to communicate. I said in the inner circle meeting that it is not a monologue, it's a dialogue. We are not here for only broadcasting. We want your opinions, your ideas, your doubts, your thoughts over it. So please feel free. Do not consider this as like any other training you might have gone, where it was only the trainer was speaking, and you're just getting bored, and you came back home or you finished the session. No, please be interactive, because these are the real life examples we share, and these things are very realistic, very much used in real life per se, in organizations, in your day-to-day life. Some of these tricks and techniques you can actually use for your personal life planning, or how I tend to give a lot of examples related to food and party and day-to-day life, because I feel that is how you get connected to it. So watch out for that, how we go ahead with that. So that is it. I wanted to just highlight more. And first of all, thank you so much, Gaurav, for emphasizing about these important things for, in such detail and so well. So I just I think we should be getting started now. Okay, anybody has anything, you are most welcome to say. Like,
Yeah, so
please.
the thing is that the good news is that the moment we start talking about code of honor, understand we have started the lecture itself, because that is the integral part and embedded part of these things, because the similar things you are going to practice in your corporate life as well. So that's the reason this is very, very important. The more you get reminder of it, the more you will practice it, the more you are getting ready for your corporate life. Okay, once you are getting placed. So on this note, we also want to open it up that what exactly you're going to learn, and you need to understand how it is supporting each other. The moment we call it as, agile and business analysis today. So this understand is that one is the foundation and another is the backbone. Okay, so agile, if today it is getting a foundation, agile understand as a what do you call, understand as the core area. Okay, understand agile as a ground and business analysis as its backbone. So agile, how it is going to help the project, because where you are going to adapt these all, how you are going to use it. So agile is nothing, it's approach, it's a idea. Agile is also a way to solve some problem. So it brings the project at faster pace, at quicker pace, and it makes you ahead of your competitor. It brings 70% higher profit growth and 50% higher revenue growth for any project, any work, the industry which adapt the agile practices. Okay, however, business analysis go hand in hand. As I say, as a backbone business analyst are, it helps you to improve the processes. It improves the products as well, and it improves services through data analysis. What all these are, how you're going to use it, you are going to learn in detail. Okay, and when we are talking about being business analyst, then understand this brings the responsibility for creating new models to support business decisions. Because if you remember that other day when you were learning a you were learning about pestle formula, that time you learned that how a business is also dependent on that formula, PESTLE. Okay, so there you got the knack of viewing at the business from a different perspective as a whole, and how you can contribute as a business analyst or a scrum master or product owner as a whole in any project. So understand now that the responsibility of creating any model for supporting any business decision by working with financial reporting and IT teams to establish initiative, any kind of initiative and strategies to improve importing and to optimize cost. That is the job of business analyst, to bridge the gap between business and IT. Okay, so this is the core stuff you can understand. So it revolves around the changes, solution, context, values. We have stakeholders for them. For them also the values are important. Also everything has started with the need. You can see when in the some diamonds are here, the moment need arises, along with need changes comes, because it impacts the changes. The moment changes are there, we have some solution to identify. We understand the context about it, we also understand the value. In pestle formula you have seen that how values can impact over there in every area, be it political, be it social, be it economical, be it environmental or legal. Okay, and that's how again it goes back to impact the need as well. Okay, but before that we are uncovering every single item, every single step of agility and business analyst. We have something to understand from you as well. Okay, so we will come on to that topic, but let me go to this topic as well. So, but before I go get into that, so Prerna ji, you want to add something for this agile and business analysis? So I just now shared that how we look at it. Yeah.
I guess, yes, I guess it is very much a self-explanatory. Though, the words at times sound similar, but they have different meanings. So I think you have done a pretty good job of explaining. And if they have any questions after reading this, they should ask. Otherwise, we are good to go ahead for the next time. I feel.
Cool.
I have a question.
Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah, please
I
go
have a
ahead.
question. Like, so, as per like how you said, so this, I mean, in my words, can I like what
Yeah.
I understood?
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead, please.
You mean to say like the success of agile lies in business analysis, right?
Yeah, that also you can say that business analysts are the, as I say, the backbone.
Yeah.
One is the ground, one is the backbone. Yeah.
Okay, so if the business analysis is not up to mark, will this agile, it won't be successful, right? I mean,
Yes.
I'm asked. Okay.
Yeah. Because business analysts are the responsibility. They are
Okay.
responsible for the entire project. Sometimes, project driver takes business analyst on the every kind of events. Okay. And he feels the product or project driver. When I say project driver, it could be product owner, it could be project manager, it could be program manager, any person in the at highest position in the hierarchy in the company, based on whether they follow this or not hierarchy, because of the agile. Okay, so everyone is seeking one person, and that is called as business analyst today. Okay, because he has the whole idea of the business. Okay, because he has analyzed that, and we hold a huge respect for business analyst. Okay, because he could be the savior, he could be everything for the project. That's the reason. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, we are here. Anything else apart from Anila, Varsha want to add something, or Dipti? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So I'll take it as a good. So yeah, so let's understand agile at deeper level. So understand how this training program is going. So 4 weeks, as I said, we will completely focusing on agile part, and then remaining 2 weeks or 4 weeks completely dedicated towards the business analyst, along with the live workshop we do. And trust me, those are really fun filled, brings lot more clarity, as if you are already into that project. Now your project has already started. When it started, the moment you got into the inner circle call, so from there you got the way to get into this session, and now this is the day one for you. Okay, and with this till end it, and we will be running the deadlines like in 8 weeks we are going to. So when we are talking about 8 weeks, it means also that 24 lectures we are going to get completed, whether we complete that within 6 weeks or 8 weeks, so that doesn't matter. So it's all depend upon our appetite, how we are digesting it. So what exactly we have to say over here? So modern agile has few core intent as well. When we are talking about this is approach, what does it give? So it has the core intent with the adaptation that it makes you awesome, because you becomes the agilist. Okay, it also brings the value towards the delivery, what you are going to deliver every single day. Because every single day, if you are not giving out anything, it means you are not delivering. And when you are not delivering, you also are not satisfied. When you are not satisfied, you don't feel awesome. That's the reason every single day contribution is important. And the more you contribute towards the work, okay, understand, along with doing these all, the very prerequisite is that make safety a prerequisite. That's what it is written. Means you have to understand what you need to take care of and where you can go carefree. Like if you are believing in adding value, you can continue with that. Where you have to become more safe, by learning the rules, regulation, and some protocols for those area what you are going to deliver. If it has to say that you have to play the carom within the what do you call, four edged bracket, or say some square or rectangle, you have to play in that way only. You have to play the carom in the square. That's the rule. You cannot break that. And by understanding, you are making the safety a prerequisite. And that's how, see, our intent is to make things simpler for you. Why? Because complex may sound interesting, but that doesn't give you result. But when you simplify it, you may sense the power of result. You understand the power of delivery when it is more simplified. Okay, because ultimate, why we have to simplify it? Because if you are the end user for any single thing. Say for example, again, you have given some appliances in the kitchen, or some regular appliances for daily uses, like it could be washing machine, it could be refrigerator. And if you don't know how to operate, even though you have a written manual, and those are so much complex that you are just wondering how to open it up, you cannot use it. Okay, even though they are appearing, their presence is really, really amazing, you feel like using it immediately, but you don't know how to use it, then it doesn't make any sense. Okay, that's the reason here the agile also comes in, which helps you to simplify the thing. Okay, when you simplify, you can notify to yourself, okay, that you are at right track, and that's when it let you deliver the value, and that's why it let you feel the awesomeness. Okay, and this also happens with the experiment and learn rapidly. So that goes hand in hand. You are experimenting few new adaptability, and also you are learning some new thing every single time with the rapid with the rapid speed. So when I am telling this, understand this thing. The moment you will understand the agile, it does not mean that you have to just follow the agile. It also means that you are ready for the changes, you are ready for adaptation. Also it means that the moment you understand the agile, you also understand the very different approaches. Agile is so much powerful, it gives you liberty to integrate with different approach as well. If you are knowing agile, there are more approaches, which we call it as a Kanban, we also call it as Scrum. How we also call it sometime as a lean. So how you can combine these practices together if project demands about it. Okay, are you with me so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the reason sometime agile practitioner found it saying, in fact, a few workers you will find in the industry saying, hey, it's not agile altogether. So let me give you some disclaimer. If you are the first hand user of agile, and you are associated with some company, if company has followed certain rules under agile, and you are getting into a new world of agile altogether, or new culture of any new company, and there you find that the company is following some different steps, this is the human nature to tell and claim that, hey, they are not following the agile, we have followed some xyz steps, or we have just followed some xyz things, what I don't see that this company is following. They are following because agile itself says that you need to be adaptable. Okay, sometimes it tells you also when not to use the agile means the continuous delivery approach, it goes into weekly approach. When we talk about continuous daily release, what is release? So do you understand what release means? Varsha and
Let go.
Anila.
Yeah.
And then
Release
Release
in general
means,
terms. Release. Release is let go or let come it out.
okay, yeah, that's good. Release, let go and let come in and go out. Yeah, any other answer apart from Varsha?
something what we
Introduce.
yeah, what we introduce.
Yeah. So and Dipti, you want to say something?
Yeah. So release is basically, whenever whatever we have worked on, or whatever product we are working on, we have to release it to the customer so that, they can do the testing and all.
Yeah, true. So everyone is right over here. So the thing is that understand means your project has a big task, big goal that has been chopped into small pieces. And when we are talking about small pieces, it means that small activity are bundled together and we are just giving it to client. Okay, a big size cake in a small pie is being delivered to consumers or to people who are ready to eat that. Okay, so that's what these small pies will be called as what? Releases. Okay, we have bundled it together. So that's how we follow it into Agile. We are continuously giving something to client for them to use. Okay, utilize it at their work. So yeah, let's understand the Agile history. So in 2001, the Agile used in Agile Manifesto. Manifesto, you understand, right? What do we mean by manifesto? Manifesto contains some rules, regulations, some principles, and some values. Okay, it's a one chart, one pager. Okay, sometime it could be a booklet as well. But as far as Agile is concerned, so when we are talking about Agile Manifesto, this is one pager. So what exactly had happened in early 2000? There were 17 people, software developers, they were brainstorming something. And when they were brainstorming the complexity of any project, because earlier what used to happen, we used to follow waterfall model. We will be learning about waterfall model and all in detail in coming days. Okay, so what exactly waterfall model? But since we have spoken about it, let me give you. So what exactly, let me share what exactly it mean. And whenever we since you have known it, so if it won't be required in future, we won't do it. So it used to be from uh, certain activity. Okay, it used to start with the requirement gathering. Okay, so requirement used to be gathered and it used to be analyzed. Let me use some different tool over here. So yeah, so this used to be requirement gathering and analysis. Okay, and when we were using this, we also had to undergo a small activity of documenting it. Okay, documentation. It used to be integral part. Have you heard of this waterfall model?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
everyone, Varsha and Anila.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have learned, you have known already waterfall model. So it used to be like in a waterfall, which started with requirement gathering and analysis with documentation, and then further, coding, and also after coding, it used to be testing, and then
Test.
support, and then maintenance. So it used to be a long journey, and sometime it used to get finished. What used to happen, the requirement completely used to get changed.
Yeah.
And all the involved used to realize, oh my God, we are really behind the need of that. Okay, and that's the reason, means these 17 software developers, when they were brainstorming, they introduced the continuous delivery during that time. And that time they come up with the need of the agile. Okay, so what agile helped the software delivery, that it helped to get rid of cumbersome software over lightweight software, and they gave the liberty to have the early feedback from customer. While earlier what used to happen while following the waterfall approach, understand, so it's what exactly, the moment it is out into the market, we realize that everything is outdated. However, the early feedback helped to modify the next version immediately. Okay, and that it always help to compete in the market. Okay, so that time we understood the need of agile is very, very powerful. And in the manifesto, every single item was drafted, that what the principle should be, what the value should be. And it has gradually evolved from 1990s. That was the time when approach were changing. Okay, some people were emphasizing on, methodology, SDLC being the part of this waterfall model, and also agile. They also knew and sensed the need of pair programming, uh, Kanban, and scaled agile. Okay, so these concepts we are going to learn. Okay, so these methods kept on changing, and accordingly we used to adapt these practices. So even today, when we are talking about agile gives you liberty to, cross pollinated to practice together. Like you can go ahead adapting agile with pair programming and with Kanban, just while ago I said, and with scaled agile and also pair programming. And sometime you will listen to the combined name together. Say, for example, if we are following the Scrum as a methodology inside Agile, and also Kanban, then we can call it as Scrumban. Okay, because we are following these practices. So don't so always be very much excited the moment you come to know these terminologies, because these are just name. And when you are getting fitter towards the corporate world, especially into IT, and the more you are knowing this terminology, having this intent and sense in the mind that these are the terminology. However, what they holds in this in the store is nothing but the simplicity, because this is giving you the way to become more simpler, to become more impactful. How you are going to learn it in detail soon.
Gaurav, I would like to add
Yeah,
something
yeah,
here, if you
yeah,
don't
yeah,
mind. Yes.
yeah.
So first of all, a very good explanation by Gaurav regarding what is waterfall and what is agile. I just would like to add something, as per my favorite examples. I hope that works with you. So waterfall, I'm just giving a comparison because it will be very easy for you to understand both the concepts as he has already explained. Basically, what happens, agile waterfall method, as the name suggests, it's like how the waterfall or how the waterfall looks. It just goes linear. So for example, imagine if you have a party, if you have a luncheon or meal at your home, some people are coming, and and you're just cooking, you're just cooking everything at once and just serving them. Okay, and then while having that food, you realize that there is some salt is less, or something is very spicy, or something is not as per the taste. And then it is like you can do changes that time, but it is very late because everybody is already eating it, it's already in the party. This is a very simple, even I can say a very fun or light-hearted example. So what happens similar way in IT industry, when we follow waterfall method, we deliver everything to the customers, and then we realize, oh, what are the missing links? What are the maybe changes were required. This was not expected. This would have been done. So the point is, it is gonna take entire rework. As in, if somebody just did not like that particular dish, it's like you have to make it completely again. It's not that you can do some tweaks and turks and it's just fine. So that is one of the main, what I
Shortcoming.
would say, shortcoming of Waterfall, that there was no customer involved, there was no vendors or the person who are you are offering the project and the application, they were involved. And that's why it used to be very, first of all, it used to take a lot of time. You are to like, you're cutting, you're cooking, you're preparing, you're doing everything, and then you're giving, which was really cumbersome, which will take time, and then the feedback would come at last. Now, when we come to agile, as Gaurav explained, it is quicker, it is faster, it is very dynamic in nature. How I'll say, uh, what is the background behind this? Is, for example, when we have a really big party at home and when you're cooking, on your own without any caterer, you always have one or two people with you. Maybe your sister, maybe your friend, maybe your spouse, or anybody, your mother, your parents. And while we are cooking, we keep tasting that, we make a curry, okay, is it fine? We make some maybe sweets, okay, is the sweetness fine? So, and then we also go in chunks. Also, whenever any guests come in, we always start with the, after refreshments, we'll start with the starters. So it is going in batch and batch, and then only because you've already gotten the feedback, you are comfortable that, okay, it is perfect, it is right, it is as per expectation. So what happens overall? Overall delivery time is less because you've already tested. You got a feedback from your, maybe your husband or wife or your mother. You know how it is. This is tastes good. The salt is fine. The spice is okay. The overall aroma is fine. So you know what you're delivering. You're confident, and then it also saves the time because you're done with that dish. You can go to the other dish and just keep presenting because you already had that round of tasting. Trust me, this is not the perfect example as per the IT industry, but this example will give you a
Yes.
better idea that how it works in real life. When we present everything at once, or wherein when we keep presenting smaller chunks, and we going ahead with confidence that, okay, the person whom we are delivering it is liking it, is approving of it, or is comfortable with it, or rather we are delivering is of what is expected. So, did you guys get the clarity? Though it was a very fun example and not accurate, I would say, but very close to what we will be dealing with in case of agile or waterfall in real life.
Yeah.
So, are we good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
So
much.
what I'm going to
Yes,
do is
Gaurav.
over
Yes.
here, I'm going to also share some funny example. And because this is a funny, I'm going to pause the recording for this because you may end up laughing. Okay. So just give me a
Please,
moment.
please.
So let me share one amazing example which I always experience, and I'm going to be little bit like shh while explaining because I don't want it to be listened by someone. Okay, so the thing is that you understand Hindi, guys, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what generally happens the moment I go to my in-laws' home, so we are served with wonderful dishes. Okay, sometime pav bhaji along with I'm married with a Sindhi, and Sindhis are well known for Sindhi curry and also koki and
Yeah.
some koki and dal pakwan and all. So if I am served with the pav bhaji and also with dal pakwan, the moment I take a bite of dal pakwan first,
Mhm.
I'm ended up with asking certain question. अरे आपने
अच्छा बना था?
दाल पकवान खाया, आपको पाव भाजी पसंद नहीं आई क्या? पाव भाजी नहीं खा रहे? Oh, the first bite I have taken up. How can I taste them together? How can I consume them together every single time? And even though if I do vice versa, like if I'll eat first pav bhaji, अरे दाल पकवान नहीं खाने वाले क्या? So this is how it is. Like I go, clueless that how to answer it. But yeah, this is what may happen if we don't follow the agile. Okay, you cannot consume two items together, two features together at the same time. It has to be go next, and done. Okay, so this is how it is. So I think I had paused the recording as well. Oh my God, I had not. So I'll have to edit it. So, okay, never mind, never mind. But you understood what exactly we meant, right? That was the purpose behind sharing this example. So I hope you found the example also interesting, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the second one was yes. Even the first one was both related to food.
Yeah, both related to food, and that's why it helped me. I got tempted to share that.
Yes, so welcome to the foodie group. We totally believe that when you relate your example to real life, they tend to be in your memory for a longer time. We could have given you some technical example of our companies. Oh, we were delivering. This was the timeline. This was a delivery. But then that is very specific to us. You will not
More
register. But
technical.
when now I will be after this session. The first thing I'll be doing is googling what is koki for Sindhi food.
Oh,
So I've
Yeah,
not
everything.
had it.
koki. Yeah,
Koki as well as
Yes.
dal pakwan.
yeah, koki.
Yes, yeah, dal pakwan I've heard, I might have seen, but koki is very specific. So what happens? See, these are like keywords for you. So when you next time when you remember or when you hear koki or dal pakwan, the thing you will remember is oh, agile course mein bola tha, that all. So this is what this is our intention. So you utilizing the foodiness of ours and the real life easy examples that really help because it really works tremendous in real life for me also, and it is very easy for you to grasp the concept, so next time when you have a
Yeah.
doubt you can always say, hey, we had given that example, or I got that clear, but how about this? So first of all, please feel free and open your mind. We will come with a variety of examples and variety of situations just to make the concept easy for you to understand, or easy for you to digest and register in your memory. So yes, Gaurav, thank you
Yeah,
so much for sharing this.
yeah.
I am
Thank you.
I have Koki listed down for the search after this, so please go
That's
ahead. Yes,
yeah, yeah,
thank you.
sure, sure. So the thing, what happens exactly, the moment I read it, I start laughing. That when people ask what where agile works, okay, and the so-called wise people say that when customer is ready to accept small pieces of large application to keep their customer hooked until it is ready to be used as a whole, there agile works. No, that's not only the answer, and this is given, the such answers are given only by the wise people working into it. But in fact, understand every single item you are performing as a task, as a goal, you can consider them as a project. Okay, if you are talking to your child and you are trying to convey and convince him or her on something that could be a project for you, a bigger project for you, that this is not right time to give you some item, okay, because you are just becoming stubborn and you are demanding and asking, I want that thing right away, right now. This is not the right time. And the way you start conveying him, how, because you understand the product, what exactly he is demanding, you have analyzed the rules and regulation, you understand whether he will be able to use it right now or not. That time you are playing your business analyst role, sometime as a product owner as well. That there you are conveying and convincing the child can be your client. But no one has looked at it and tried simplifying the things in this way, because what they believed in, the more we will add the terminologies and lingos, and the more we will try to make it complex towards just it culture, it will sound perfect. But the real game is understanding this power of simplicity. Okay, how
Yeah.
powerful you are playing these role every day in, day out. Okay, so in that manner we are going to understand the agile and business analyst, and the more it will be close with your daily ruts, you will be able to grasp it at the deeper level. So that's the intent. So yeah, so I think we have covered today so far, but yeah, still we can go ahead with some question. Let me ask what is there. So yes, also you are going to get the access to the video material where all the older versions of recordings will be there in the store. But in case you happen to go through them earlier and faster. Okay, so then that time you can come up with some questions as well. But Prerna ji, what do you have to say? Do you want me to cover some more items and share with them?
I think, Gaurav, we are fine for
Yeah, day
first
one.
session because there's a lot of discussion, lot of new words, agility, agile, and waterfall. I just wanted to give one more real life example when Gaurav rightly mentioned that some wise people say we use agile in this format, some wise people say we use agile in that format. I'll tell you very honestly, especially people living in metro cities, and this is a lot more applicable to women, applicable to guys also, but it's actually very close to the multitasking we do to get the desired outcome in daily life. For example, when you put your clothes in the laundry, do you wait there standing till the laundry is finished, or you go
No.
in the kitchen, start cutting your vegetables, or start preparing your lunch, or a side by side you start taking
Managing other
what
tasks.
do you say, studies of your kids, or you start surfing on the net, or you're working. So there is a lot of multitasking going on, which is getting delivered in time. So for example, if you have a laundry for 1 hour per se, and the load, and then till the time you are done with your at least breakfast, or you are done with your lunch preparations, so that goes simultaneously, and that goes hand in hand. So your one job is done, and there is no client expectation in that, at least in laundry, because it is as planned. But then for breakfast, when your kids, when your family has it, you're like, okay, fine, this has turned out good. Then because this is your daily routine, right? The moment you wake up, for everybody, every working adult, I would say, even for guys, if they wake up, they have newspaper, or might be reading e-paper, they might be having coffee, they might be checking mails on their phone. So all these things we are doing. So this is basically agility in a different format, because we are not waiting for anybody to deliver, but we are not doing any activity in a linear fashion. It's not that once you finish, there are many people who start their work along with breakfast. I personally prefer focusing on the food, but then there are times when you're so busy, you're even having your lunch during your meetings, because there is no bandwidth, or because you don't have that particular time during your lunch hours at times. So this is a very basic and cool example of you or all of us following agility. We are so flexible, and we are so comfortable in that we have already accepted, and we are already living on it. Anybody who is living in this modern world is following agility, is following all this, because there is no point that we will waste our resources like time and energy into one single action. The only time I think you're totally dedicated is when you're sleeping, or when you are actually studying, or when you're with your kid. That time you are 100% focusing, or you're working completely without any distractions. That is again your particular set of time. But then that time that is of highest priority, and that you're delivering. But along with that, maybe your cooker might be on your gas stove, there
Oh
might
yeah.
be something, your kids, yeah, your kids might be studying, you're like correcting them, or write that table properly, or you might be helping your parents with something, maybe PF returns, anything. So just imagine your day-to-day activity like this, or imagine your day-to-day activities like you have put the clothes in the laundry, you're just standing next to that washing machine and waiting for it to finish, then do something else, or you just prepared your breakfast and just standing to make it happen, and then go for your lunch. No, it doesn't work like that. We do not have that much bandwidth, or we are not even currently programmed to work like that, because we work in a very fast paced world, and we really want to achieve everything. Because if you could spare some time, you might get that book, you might love to scroll on Insta or YouTube, or you might love to have your me time meditating, because you want to have that time. You do everything in agile mode without your
Yes.
knowing.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I just wanted to highlight, you all are already agile experts, but you do not know it. Rather, we all are, right, Gaurav? Because we
Absolutely,
have
absolutely.
been, we have been practicing it maybe from a school time when mom, your parents used to say, hey, finish your lunch and but read that sentence, or whatever. As a kid, we do some very lower or a small level of multitasking because your brain is not that used to it. You tend to lose focus a lot, or you want to have 100% concentration in one task. But as adults, I remember while traveling in the train, having my breakfast, getting ready, doing my hair, and sitting on the fourth seat in the Mumbai local. So that is the highest level of multitasking, and that too in a super crowded train, just making sure I'm not hurting anybody or putting my lips to somebody else's dresses or something like that. So yes, that's on a lighter side, but then I have experienced that. Same with Gaurav. He's from Pune. You know how life is already fast in metro cities, and
Yeah.
also because of his work schedule, he works late, and then a lot of multitasking we already do on daily basis while working, while not working in daily house. So it doesn't matter if you're a housewife or if you don't have a 9 to 5 job, you're already doing agility, you're already working on all these principles. So have that notion in your mind that you're already in it. So the next whatever principles, characteristics will explain to you in upcoming sessions will become very easy for understand when you relate to yourself, when you relate to your day-to-day activities, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you have Gaurav, if you want to add anything, please go ahead, or we can ask them for any doubts, or we can, end the session after some time as per your wish.
Yeah. So I'm good. So yeah, I think that's enough to understand agility as a concept, and
Yeah.
agility as a ground, and business analyst being the backbone of any project. So yeah, if any question, we would love to welcome and ask, encourage you to ask that. Yeah. So
So,
yeah,
Gaurav,
Varsha.
I have just one question. It's like you guys are going to share the videos, but are you also going to share the presentation separately or just
No,
about
no, no.
what the
So understand the thing is that there is a intent behind not sharing the presentation.
Mhm.
Okay, we
Right.
want you to completely involved in it, and for that, what exactly happens the moment you show up live, we record the discussion, and also
Mhm.
we record the presentation. So what
Right.
exactly happens? We also request you to go back and follow the triangle, golden quadrant of the learning, when it says that you have to learn and you have to describe, but before that you have to draw that as well, but before
Some.
learning you have to declare as well. So when second time you are going that, you have to utilize these four elements. That time, the moment you switch on your video, your
Mhm.
one attention will go to ppt as well, where your eyes and thoughts are working.
Mhm.
On another note, what we have spoken and what the question you may have, that time you will be pausing the video, your hands are involved. So in fact, we call it as a wax. Your complete wax is involved. What does it mean? Wax means b for your voice, sometime inner voice is involved, and a sometime your actions are involved, or sometime auditory, some not sometime, a for auditory in fact. So
Mhm.
every time you're listening, your audio is involved. B for visual, video is also involved, and also k for kinesthetic, means your deeds, your actions are involved, and s for spirit, because we are sharing some normal example, your spirit is involved. So the more it becomes wax, the more it becomes stronger to help you to connect with it. And that's the reason separately ppt is not shared. In fact, you need to grab that, or take it or learn it in the
Mhm.
video itself. And that's the reason we keep on encouraging. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel as well of Guru School, so that
Mhm.
the moment we post it and the moment the recording is aired, you are notified and you can go ahead
You'll
and
get
you
it.
can watch them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Varsha.
Okay.
So yeah. So anything else apart from this question, Anila, Varsha, Dipti?
No,
Oh,
I'm good.
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So on this note, I think we have come to the end of today's session, and how we are going to end it by because I was discussing with Varsha. I will ask Varsha herself. Varsha, tell me one word from today's session, what you feel like saying.
From my side, and
Yeah,
like from candidate side, one word that actually brought me more into is commitment. So
commitment.
it's not just from your side, we're listening something, but we have to show our commitment in understanding and actions.
Awesome, awesome. Call out someone's name from this screen. Who to whom you see? Call out someone's name, please.
Me, you want me to come?
Yeah, call out someone's name, any random name on the screen you see.
So anyone of you? Prerna.
Prerna. Okay, Prerna. What do you feel like saying?
Yes, so I would say super encouraging and interesting, because this is the new batch we're starting, and with every batch we also get to learn so much, because there is so many different interactions and experiences. So yes, super happy and super interesting session, I would say. I think I'll pass to Varsha.
Sure.
I think
Yes.
Varsha just now spoken.
So
Okay,
I'm
Anila.
starting.
Anila, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I would like to say that the new word that I studied is agility, because when Prerna was saying, like, was relating to the our daily life, then even I started to feel, okay, even I do the same thing. Because earlier I never used to think, okay, I'm doing so many things at a time, household things, managing my kids, that never used to stuck in my, like, I used to think, yeah, that is my duty. So I used to do like that. Now I feel, okay, even I do the same thing. So, it makes me feel good, actually.
Wow,
Perfect. Wow. Superb. Superb.
that's really powerful when you have this sense that you are already following certain thing which people were
Thank
thinking they were
you.
going to follow in the corporate. so
Yeah.
so that gives you real boost of confidence. Oh my god,
Correct.
that's really
Yeah.
doable at the early stage. That's awesome, amazing. More power to you, Anila. Yeah, so call out someone's name who is remaining on this screen.
Vishal?
Okay,
No,
so
not
she's
Vishal.
Dipti.
Yeah, this is Deepthi. So one
Deep.
word for me, yeah, one word for this session would be encouraging. This session was really encouraging and motivating us to push our boundaries and to excel in whatever we are doing. So thank you so much for this.
Wow, thank you so much. Call out my name, Dipti. I would love to hear my name.
Yeah, Gauravji.
Okay, so I have one word, in fact, two words, and this is as thank you. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for doing the great work every single day. We are going to learn something new and hear from you. So tomorrow, again at 9:30 p.m., we are going to meet. So mostly we have kept nowadays twice in a week, and depending upon the need we will shift the gears. Okay, so we are good for now. Thank you so much. So any final word anyone want to say? Otherwise we have concluded.
Sir, I just wanted to know the schedule. It is twice in a week, Monday and Tuesday.
That's true. Monday and Tuesday 9:30 p.m. EST. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, then catch up the recording as well, and go deeper and ask some question next day, because we love question as well. And as a business analyst, you should come up with a lot of question. Okay, at least be prepared for asking at the home, because that's the project at the moment you are working upon. All right, so have a good night, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Good night.